Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today in what has become Wedding Wednesday. It is an absolutely beautiful day out there today, and I don't know about you guys, but after all these long, cold, rainy, and wet months that we've been having, I am so loving the warmth and the sunshine. Today, we are going to talk about how to rock your wedding day timeline. Now, obviously, you guys probably already know that there are lots of pieces that make up your wedding day, and structuring them the right way and planning them the right way is going to be all the difference between having a successful wedding day and having a bit of a mess. So, without further ado, let's dive in and talk about how to rock your wedding day timeline. The first piece that you will want to think about is your prep section of the day. Now, this is the time generally when you and your wedding party are getting ready together, hair and makeup and all that other fun stuff. But you'll want to think about any other time-consuming details that might be happening in this part of the day. That could mean you and your fiance are going to be exchanging letters or gifts before the ceremony. If so, you need to plan some time for that. Does your dress have a million buttons? Because some of them do. If they do, then you're going to need to allow for time to get that on. And also definitely plan on who's going to help you with those buttons, because I've seen it where the bride's left alone and I've had to step in and do it, which is totally no big deal. But yes, so all the time-consuming details, you'll want to think about those and plan for some extra time to get them done. The next piece to consider is the family portrait section of the day. Now, this can easily be the biggest time suck of your day if it's not planned properly. Obviously, you know there are lots of moving people. It takes a lot of time to move groups in and out and find people and get everybody arranged. So the easiest way to keep this on track is to provide your photographer with a detailed list of the groupings that you would like to have. Now, generally, I say to allow for 3 to 5 minutes per grouping, and you can do the math. 6 groupings is a half an hour. That's generally how much time people choose to allot for that portion of the day. And not only do you want to provide the list and get that all ironed out, you're also going to want to remind all of the people who are part of this part of your day to be in that area. Most people do the family portraits directly after the ceremony. So the night before your wedding, remind everybody who is on that list to be in the right place at the right time so no one goes wandering off and you don't have to waste any time trying to find them. All right. Section 3 is transportation. Now, this really is important, particularly if your wedding day involves multiple locations. So say you're having the ceremony at one place and your reception at another. You might want to consider hiring some sort of a party bus. Why? Well, that way everybody's all in one place. You don't have to worry about people getting lost or their cars breaking down or wondering where the heck they've gone. You've got them all together. It's simple, it's elegant, and it's also a really nice thing to do for your guests. I did a wedding last summer where they hired cable car buses. It was a beautiful sunny day and it was a super fun way to get around. So definitely think about that as a good way to keep your people all together. The next piece to consider is skipping this thing called the receiving line. This takes up a whole lot of time, and do you really feel the need to shake the hands of 200 plus people directly after your ceremony? This takes time away from cocktail hour, this takes time away from your family portraits, and honestly, the best time to have time with all of your guests is either during cocktail hour or during the reception. So definitely consider skipping the receiving line. Lastly, the final piece of a successful wedding day is trusting your vendors. You've hired professionals because they know what they're doing and they are experts at whatever their craft is. So if you're spending time micromanaging your wedding day, what can actually happen is you will cause a delay in your timeline because you are too busy focusing on all the details rather than celebrating your wedding. So once the wedding day starts, just know you can turn it over to the people who have done this many times and relax and enjoy. So there you have it, 5 ways to rock your wedding day timeline. We talked about prep, family portraits, transportation, skipping the receiving line, and trusting your vendors. And if you guys didn't have time to take notes, I have a handy infographic available for you guys. The link is posted in the description of the video. And if you guys have any other questions, please feel free to comment in the section below, and I will respond. So thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and more soon.